somewhere.
Hey, man.
The Candice and Kris show.
Let's go.
Come on, come on.
Hey,
Welcome, world. Welcome to Live with Candice and Kris.
welcome to the show. Happy Monday. Welcome.
Happy Monday. Happy Monday.
Welcome back, co-host. You were missed on
Thank
Friday.
you. You did. Oh my God.
Yes.
I'm sorry I left y'all. It was one day, y'all.
Yes.
How was it? How was the show?
It was a good show. It was a good
Okay.
show. Shout out to Chantel Williams for filling in for me. I said,
Yes.
"What my dog at? I'm used to my people being on the other side. I have nobody to antagonize the whole show."
You can't. We can't always fight.
I
though.
know, I know,
I
but-
mean, it's TV. People might think it's real sometimes.
But
you know, if they don't know us,
they know the love is real. It's like
love is real.
I like to mess with it, but you
I
were
miss
missed.
you too.
How was your weekend? I want to hear about how was yours.
It was busy.
Get busy.
It was
We'll
busy.
get into it a little bit.
Okay.
We're
Well,
gonna get into
later.
it.
It's not that serious. It's not that serious. Well, you look good.
Likewise.
Cheers to another Monday. Of
Woo.
course, the headlines are all over the place.
Jesus.
We're going to go over a few of them. We don't have time to go over all of them, but at least we're bringing you a few of them. We know how we feel about it. You ready?
I'm ready to do it.
You sure?
I think so.
All right, guys, let's get into the breakdown. So online orders are going for the first time as of this morning. The O pill is now on the market. It is clear to go. There is no age limit for it. It is the new abortion. Well, is it an abortion pill? It's a
Birth control.
birth control. There's a lot of
Contraceptive.
conspiracy around it. You got to kind of follow up on yourself. But it's called O-Pill. And Amazon is going to carry it. Later on, drugstores will carry it like Walgreens and CVS when it does become available. But this is the first over-the-counter birth control that is now approved in the U.S., according to Sarah Young, the Senior Vice President and Chief Consumer Officer of Prego Consumers, who actually makes the drug. They're starting the online orders today. So if you place your order today, it'll be filled within 1 to 2 days. You should see that come through the mail. Its suggested retail is $19.99 for a 1 month supply. Why do you need a 1 month supply? $49.99 for 3 months, and 6 month supply will be available for $89. This is really.
I think it's a step in the right direction. You don't think so?
It is. I think it is. It only scares me that there is no age requirement. I think when you have no age requirement, that scares me a little bit, because that means people, young women or young men that are going to use it in not a responsible way, because I think birth control is great, but you still have to practice safety.
And it's so
using
crazy.
condoms. So I don't, it's great for adults, but I think for teens, maybe there should be some type of restriction.
And it's so funny you say that, because I literally was going to say it's good for the
Yeah.
fact that adolescents can order. Not that I'm trying to say that, promoting sex amongst minors, but the reality of it
Right.
is they're having sex anyway. And most of the time they have to depend on their moms or an adult to take them to get these type of contraceptives. So I feel like it's a good thing that they can order it themselves. It's a sticky subject because we're talking about kids, but like I said, they're having sex regardless. So, I mean, and considering the circus around abortion rights last year, I just think it's a step in the right direction. Just personal opinion, y'all. Don't jump in the comments and be
No, and that's fine. You can't think. You can't think how
the online warriors like to come in and
You can't think how you want to
Yeah,
think.
yeah.
But guess what? As a mother, if I had a 13-year-old daughter, I don't want her to go to no drugstore to get contraception. It's great that it's there, but I want the responsibility to be taught with it, not
Yeah,
just,
yeah.
okay, let me just go to the drugstore. I'm gonna have sex.
Yeah,
Let me,
yeah.
You know what I mean? I think for me,
Yeah.
this is gonna promote it even more. This is going to promote it for the younger ones. Now they can just go and do it and not speak to an adult. For that reason, I don't like it. I do like that it's over the counter, because a lot of people don't have insurance. And health insurance in our communities, unfortunately, is non-existent at times for people that can't afford it. So from that standpoint, I'm all for it. But for just a young, 13-year-old, 14-year-old going in, hey, just give me some, I need to...
I mean, yeah, of course, that goes without
That's
saying. It
sticky.
should be taught responsibly.
That's
how to use
sticky.
it responsibly. But with kids getting pregnant at 12, as young as 12,
that's why you need to also teach
you know,
condoms. Because you
condoms.
can have the pill, but this is not protecting you from an STD.
That's
It's
true.
not protecting them in any kind of way.
That's
It's
true.
just from having a child. But there's bigger things
That's true.
than having a child. Diseases that you can catch that you never get rid of.
Yeah, that's
and you
true.
keep on spreading.
That's true.
You know?
That's true.
So, Gert, child, let's go over to New York where the gossip is real.
Oh, yeah.
Mayor Adams, Lord have mercy, he has been accused of sexual assault, and it is from decades ago. So his accuser, Lorna Beach Mathura, claims that she went to him for help. At the time, he was with the Transit Bureau, New York Police Department, Guardians Association. So they fight for the rights of Black employees who were passed over. Well, she said she was passed over for promotion in the force. She went to him for help. Instead of getting help, he asked her to help him with his buddy because buddy needed help. And when she refused, you know, he took her hand and put it on him buddy and proceeded to help himself. You know, I'm trying to say this because there's kids in the room.
Family-friendly show.
So she feels definitely outraged about it. But I have a lot of questions concerning this case. I'm not saying that she didn't do it. She definitely deserves everything she's fighting for, 100%.
I'm going to tread lightly with this one because I would never want to say that a victim is lying. But I'm going to say it's a little questionable. Only because, now this is the same woman. She has filed 3 other lawsuits that all got dismissed. Check it out. She filed a lawsuit against the School Board of Miami, which was dismissed in 2010. She attempted to sue American Airlines the same year, but lost the case. And she tried to sue a Florida casino in 2022, but it was also dismissed by a judge. And that's the thing about this bill that was passed that allowed the victims to, you know, sue for incidents that happened decades ago. A, is no way to really prove that this happened, but B, now anybody can come out and say that anything happened for a money grab. And in this case, there's no rape kit or anything, so there's no way to prove that it actually happened. I don't know. I'm gonna say that this might be cap right here. You know, sorry. I hope I don't offend nobody, but I just can't jump on the gun with this one. There's nobody else that has come out and said anything like this.
I would never jump to say cap. Yes, there are some cases where it's not true.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lie. Mm-hmm. I don't know if I can't say I feel that way. I want to believe a woman when she says she's been sexually abused in some type of way. Now, the truth in this story is, yes, they did work together.
Yep.
Yes, she went to him for help.
Yep.
They went for a drive. I mean, it was so detailed in what she's saying happened that I do believe her. It's unfortunate if it's not true.
Yeah.
If it's not true, then he'll be cleared for it. But I would think to go for a lawyer to take a case like this, there has to be some type of witness. There has to be more to it, because who's going to take a case like this with nothing to prove?
Well, unfortunately, Mayor
You
Adams is
know?
going to have to say something. And if he pays her, if he settles it, then he's going to look guilty. So he's going to have to, I mean, he's come out and denied the claims, obviously. But I'm curious to see how this is going, what's going to stick, how they're going to prove it, how they're going to disprove it. Almost 30 years ago.
You never know. You never know. But I'm not gonna rush to say that a woman is lying. I'm not. I can't do that. You know what I mean? I know it happens. I know that it happens. I know that it's out there. But also with that same law, there's the other side of it. It's not that they have the law and women just are coming out the blue. They have the law, and now it's empowering women. It's empowering women to have a voice who felt like years ago, maybe I did say something and no one paid attention to me.
Right.
So there's the other side. It's a double-edged sword.
Yeah, it
you
is.
know?
It really is. It really is. Yeah.
Because look at Cassie.
Now, she had receipts, though. It wasn't no way she had.
But
receipts,
regardless of receipts or not,
Yeah.
it was still years later. So many women have come out,
right.
and their accusations have been true.
Right.
You know, Russell Simmons. So the law is working for what it needs to work for.
Yeah.
It's just going to have to prove. But we have to move on. A mom of a 7-year-old boy, his name is Adrian. Oh, my goodness, this story. So this is back from 2016. Dad and stepmom atrociously abused this little boy. They actually beat him to death and fed him to the pigs. His remains were found inside a pigsty. They also did things as far as beating him, locking him in the shower for days with no food, taking videos and watching him literally waste away. Mom has sued the Child Care Welfare Department in her state of Kansas, and she's won $1 million. I think $1 million is not enough, but at the same time, Mom lost custody of her son years ago. So both of them are filing charges. They are both facing 25 years to life in prison. But because of this, Aiden's law was signed in 2021 requiring child welfare workers to make sure that they are in person for alleged abuse or victims.
That is nowhere near enough money for something of this magnitude. And like you said, the only silver lining in this was Adrian's law. But this is how DCF really dropped the ball, because the stepmother, Heather, she had a history of child abuse, and the dad, Michael, had actually lost a child in another state. So both parents that had custody of him already had a history of child abuse and neglect, yet her calls, the mom's calls, were still unanswered by DCF. So that money should have been times 10. Now, I don't know why the original mom lost custody. That has nothing to do with this, but yeah, they definitely dropped the ball big time. The money should be way,
Yes, it is,
way
monster.
more. That's the stepmom. That's Heather. That's the stepmom.
That is a face
Yes.
of someone
Yeah.
who will brutalize a child, will brutalize an animal. I don't understand. Department of Child and Family Services, $1 million is not enough. I think everybody, all 10 employees that she filed a suit against, needs to be fired. When there is abuse to that extent that you go out and you see the abuse of that child, remove them immediately.
Yeah.
We see children taken out of homes that are not abused at all, but cases like this, they're still in the home. They're still living there until they're actually killed and fed to pigs. It's disgusting. It's unfortunate. My heart goes out to the mom and the rest of the family, all that are involved. I think more charges need to be filed against Kansas DCF. All right, we got to take a short break, guys, but don't go anywhere. We're going to be right back after this with What's Trending. One word.
Hey, man.
The Candice AFRO Show.
Let's go.
Come on.
Hey, man.
The Candice AFRO Show. The Candice AFRO Show. The Candice AFRO Show.
Hey, man. Welcome back to the show. You are just in time for What's Trending. So, Real Housewives of Atlanta. I almost said Love and Hip Hop. Real Housewives of Atlanta star Nene Leakes raised a few eyebrows yesterday after she shared a pic of her and her boyfriend hanging out with fellow Housewives cast Portia's estranged husband, Simon Guobadia, and another woman by the name of Yasmin Abraham. Now, this comes after Nene posted a story on her live the other day saying that she was supposed to fly out to LA to film an episode of The Upshaws, a comedic sitcom, alongside Portia Williams, only to find out from producers that Portia opted not to film with her due to her past issues. Now, Nene claims this could have been because she did not reach out to Portia in the midst of her divorce. Some people are saying Nene's wrong. Some people are saying Portia's wrong. I'm going to say that the producers of The Upshaws were wrong, because if Portia opted out of filming with Nene, I don't think that the producers were supposed to relay that information to Nene. I think that was probably, I don't know, not the right thing to do.
Okay, so what had happened was, word on the street.
Here she go.
Okay. They called Nene and asked Nene to come in. It was a rehearsal filming. It wasn't the actual filming. Nene came in, she did her thing, boom, boom, bye. Portia was not there. She was a no-show. Now, remember, this is rehearsal. Okay, so when Nene was over, she got back to her hotel room, that's when the producers called and asked her, do you have a problem with any of the housewives? You know, and she was like, absolutely not, you know? Now, for Portia to say that she didn't show up because she has a problem with Nene, Portia just didn't want to share that light. She knew that, yes, absolutely. Absolutely 100%, because Nene's reaction to the whole thing, it wasn't slighted, it wasn't nasty, it wasn't intentional. She was like, yeah, I thought me and Portia, we were gonna kill it, we were gonna do our thing together, we was gonna do this, you know? So for Portia to all of a sudden have a problem with Nene, I find that to be fake. I find that to be, as black women, they've been on a reality show. Everyone knows a reality show is.
Yeah.
You don't mess up somebody's bag over being stupid.
Right.
Now,
okay.
apparently, Portia said that the reason she felt upset with Nene is because Nene didn't reach out to her when she heard about her divorce. We need to be bigger. We need to grow up. It's time to grow up. It's time to put your big girl drawers on and be okay. If somebody doesn't call you to congratulate you or to say kumbaya, that's okay. Keep moving, keep advancing. Now, Nene, Nene with the patty boots.
I was just about to say, Nene.
But she was the patty boots after. She said, okay, you gonna be patty? Let me go out with your ex and his new girl. I will be patty too.
That's below the belt, though.
How?
That's below the belt.
But how is it below the belt? How is it below the belt when Portia almost cost her a job? Like, what do you mean below the belt?
Well, they ended up getting Cynthia Bailey to fill in Portia's spot, so the episode went on. But I don't know, for her to just pull up kicking it with her ex-husband means that they already had to have been cool like that. This photo don't look like a photo op. I don't know.
Kick it.
I don't know, Kat. That's ops. That's a little op behavior right there.
Kick it.
That's a little op behavior right there.
Portia and Nene obviously aren't friends. And to Nene's defense, she found out how much they were not friends. She probably wouldn't have done this. It was petty.
That's super petty.
But it's giving me Nene. I don't have a.
But if Nene didn't reach out to Portia during her divorce, if I was going through a divorce and one of my homeboys didn't reach out, that was one of my homeboys, tight homeboys, I'd be tight about it too. Like, damn, you could grab a drink or something. Like,
okay, but everybody deals with things differently. You have gone through things. And people around you have gone through things, and you haven't said anything. And it's not because you're insensitive. It's because you don't know what to say at that moment. So not everything is about, oh, you didn't reach out to me. Well, give it time. Dang, y'all was just happy one week and y'all divorced another week. We still trying to catch up with what's really going on.
Yes and no. I feel like if it's certain like they appeared to be friends off camera. That's the difference. So if it was just somebody who just was cool in front of a camera.
So if
you was going through something serious,
you just said it. Portia was wrong.
No. I'm saying Nene was wrong for not reaching out during the divorce. I would have been petty too, like, nah, we ain't finna film, dog. You didn't want to hit me up. You know, we had a personal experience. What time we supposed to do a photo shoot? You remember that day?
What day?
That
was you.
That was me. That's what I'm saying. I would have been in my feelings too. If my friend didn't reach out to me.
Kris was in his feelings, boy. Dog, I'm gonna forget that day.
We ain't gonna never forget that day.
Let me tell y'all real quick.
Go tell her.
Let me tell you what happened real quick. This one here had a big opportunity. I had helped him get an opportunity, right? And he missed the opportunity because he had another engagement. He got mad with me because I didn't come and watch.
No, not that. We talking about something else. We talking about we were supposed to do the photo shoot after we didn't speak for like 2 days. And you text me that morning and said, what you wearing to the photo shoot? I said, we ain't doing no damn photo shoot.
That's because you. Let me tell y'all.
That's why I said, so if we friends off camera and we not speaking, we got to rap about this when we get in front of the camera.
But that's a good example.
See, you know what I'm saying?
That's a perfect example of that. You're like, okay, we're not doing it. Whereas me, I already moved on. I'm like, okay,
you didn't even know that I was mad. You hit me up like.
Because I don't hold that. I'm not going to hold that in my heart because that's not with me.
And see, I'm saying, I'm like, Portia, I feel like, no, to me, squash it out, I need to see what's going on. I feel you, Portia. Friends check on friends off camera.
Ain't nobody got time for that. Y'all better grow up and have some big girl draws.
Love you too, Candice. All right, we got to move on. So actress / comedian / TV personality Amanda Seales opens up about not being recognized in the Black community. Take a look at this clip.
You know, like, I don't get invited to Essence Women in Hollywood. I've never been invited to the NAACP Image Awards. I've been nominated for an Image Award. Never been invited to the NAACP Image Awards. Never been honored at Black Girls Rock. Like, I've hosted these events. You know what I'm saying? I literally hosted the BET Awards in 2020 in my house, and I was not invited to the BET Awards since. So I just want to thank y'all for always reminding me that I really am valuable, because the game and the industry that I've been in has never let me know.
Now, while I do love Amanda Seales, and I'm a fan of her as an actress, I'm a fan of her as a TV personality, she has been known to be a little bit problematic. Going to Insecure, this show that she starred on that Issa Rae produced, to The Real. So I don't think that her not being recognized in Black spaces has any, I don't know where she's trying to shift the blame, but I really think maybe she needs to take a little bit of accountability. Why are you looking at me like that?
Like what?
Oh, you looking at me like you was about to chop my head off.
No, I agree with you.
Yeah.
I think the problem is you can be outspoken, you can be an activist, you can be an advocate, but at the end of the day, what are you doing? Where's the difference? Are you on the front line? I've never seen you in Congress. I've never seen you pushing for a bill to be passed. I've never seen you, marching at a demonstration. I've not seen any of those things. I've seen online bullying. I've seen online activism. I've seen online complaining and putting people down if they don't agree with you. I mean, come on, Amanda, you're in the comments and you're going left on people for having different opinions.
Yeah.
So if these award shows do invite you out, are you going to say bad things about them? Are you going to come out to the public and this happened and that happened? You know what I mean? It's not that you're not recognized, but at the same time, what are you doing?
And I think another thing that probably is turning people off, and this might cause me to get some backlash, I think there's a such thing as being too woke. Have you ever been around somebody who's too woke? You can say something as simple as, man, I want to eat some French fries. Well, the white man made the French fries and the French fries keep us suppressed. Like, she just comes across as one of those people that's too woke to where it's like, just because you can be pro-Black doesn't mean you have to be anti-white. You know what I'm saying? Like, the NAACP Awards, yes, they are a Black award ceremony.
Don't do that.
We ain't gonna do that. They're a Black award ceremony, but it's still white people involved in the, you know what I'm saying?
They're very much
You know what I'm saying? So I think
very
Amanda
much
kind of
is.
forgets that. So we love you, Amanda, but no, dog, I don't think you can blame this one on the Black community.
And then you're asking congratulations on social media. Social media?
Social media?
That's where you're getting your validation from?
Yeah, man.
There's something desperately wrong with that.
Yeah.
There's something wrong with that. Maybe the approach needs to shift a little bit. Yes, activism. Yes, speak on how you feel, but you don't have to speak on how you feel by putting down another person.
Yeah.
That's not necessary.
Yeah, I agree. Amanda, you got to do better. But speaking of better, the NAACP Awards took place this past Friday, and there were some big winners. The first up, let's give a shout out to Fantasia Barrino, who won Best Outstanding Actress. Let's take a look at her speech.
I was afraid to play Celie, but I'm glad I did, because I kept saying if I don't win an award, the awards that I will win is the people who will watch Color Purple and the women who will relate to her and will feel like Oscars when they walk out.
Yeah, Fantasia. Now, you actually attended the NAACP Awards. So what was the energy like in the room? There you go. Look at Candice. Hey, there she is.
I got an invite. I don't know about Amanda, girl.
Amanda gonna come for us next.
No, it was out of this world. It's something that I never thought I'd experience. I sat 10 rows back behind Oprah.
Oh, okay.
Usher hugged me.
You almost forgot you was.
Hallelujah.
You're a married woman.
It was, it was really something. So when you get invited, okay, so this just for people to understand, when you get invited, that main space down there is only for invites. So everyone can buy tickets for the rows up.
Oh, okay.
So I was in the middle.
Right.
It was out of this world. I felt celebrated.
Yeah.
I felt the Black excellence in the room.
Yeah.
And it was just amazing to see how everyone got along. NAACP, outstanding.
Yeah.
Outstanding. This right here.
Usher Raymond. Shout out to Usher, won Entertainer of the Year. Glad to see him getting his flowers.
And New Edition,
Yeah.
the President's Honor. They were amazing as well. They got on, they talked about it, but overall, excellent experience. But guys, that's our show. We got to get out of here.
See you next time.
Bye, y'all.